I want to dive into that situation real quick. What was the temperature like?
Oh, it was
after
it was heavy.
It was too heavy. It was
Suge said what he said.
Let me back it up. Because I take full responsibility for how it played out when Suge set the bar. Because I was the representative there. I was the old nigga there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And those were times where we didn't travel deep. So we went out there for that battle, and it was maybe
shit changed out there.
And it was maybe 4 or 5 of us.
Right.
And when Suge shed the line, and niggas felt the way, it was like, okay, well we gonna get it shaken. And I'll never forget, there was a nigga in the front row who said, my shit right across the bridge. And wherever we were, or it's like, I'm from across the bridge, my shit with me, or something of the effect.
Yeah.
I'm with rappers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
you ain't trying to go there?
If that happens,
right,
I'm gonna be the one who has to answer for
because you're the OG.
You know what I'm saying? In this instance, not necessarily saying that I am an OG, but I'm saying in this instance of the people that were there,
you the leader.
I make the calls.
Right.
So it's like, okay, fall back. And it hurt. Like you feel like you swallowing battery acid. Mm-hmm. But I'll take that as opposed to making a nigga prove what he's saying is true.
Right.
That's just like if a nigga battling in Highland Park and say something wild about Do-Rod or something, or say something wild about a nigga from the Pillar, but he not from there. And it's like, oh, a nigga, I'm from the East. My shit with me.
Yeah.
You have to be like, I have to take this man at his word. You know what I'm saying? Like the probability, I don't know this man from Adam, the probability of this man's shit being with him, even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to take that into account.
Well, I'll be honest. Smack events, we were showing up heavy. So I can only assume other people was doing the same thing.
Everybody, we all did though. Like
we was definitely making sure.
Do y'all realize?
After that we did.
But do you realize a lot of them smack events? Like we was all really like shit. Really could have went a lot of different ways.
Y'all remember Lil Fame was with me when I battled Rex.
I was walking. We all came in together. That's when we all jumped on the bus and we all walked in together.
Fame was passing out
guns in the
parking
garage.
Razors.
The first time somebody said something about Proof,
you feel me?
Was in.
And then of course, you know, I did the shit with Verb. Yo, Verb, you alright? You going? Oh, you don't want it? It's crazy. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But it is what it is.
But you gotta realize too, out here, like niggas and if we not in New York, we not really packed. We not fucking with razors and shit like that.
But then the environment changed too, because like Quest was saying, I remember he kicked the nigga in the chest.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For that Proof shit.
Like the first time somebody said something about Proof, I was battling. This was right after his funeral. I was battling. I don't even know where it was, but it was a Spin the Mic tournament, and I didn't know. I thought everybody was from New York. Like the Source, Ilmac was in this tournament. Some other people, some people from Jersey were in the tournament. So anyway, the guy said something about Proof in his battle. He said like the last is already one Detroit nigga resting in peace or something like that. And this was fresh off the funeral, like maybe a week. It was fresh.
That was everybody targeted.
And I had like to the point, I had Proof shirt on under my shirt. And I had a black shirt on top. And I just had Proof shirt on under it, just Proof shirt. Yeah. But I didn't want to have it on top because I didn't want nobody to say nothing. Yeah. And these were again tournaments. And I remember just kicking it with Proof and him saying like, yo, the goal, if you could get a motherfucker to take yourself out the battle, that's how you. So I'm thinking like, yo, don't let him get me out of. So I just got him out of the battle. I beat him. But it was somebody in the crowd that said something that I won't repeat. And it was, I snapped for a second. I forgot where I was. I forgot where I was at. Ran to the stage, swung on him, kicked him, jumped down. The security grabbed us. Everybody grabbed us, and they shut the battle down. Right. We ended up battling in the street, me and Ilmac, or whatever, in the finals. I had to battle 2 other people. All while we're doing this, I'm looking around because I drove to New York, and it's me, my manager.
You just kicked somebody.
And Rude Jude. That's all I got.
Yeah, Rude Jude.
Yeah. So
he don't sound like the good backup.
yeah. So but that's my guy. Rude would have fought. Rude would have fought for sure.
All right, it just
Jude would have fought.
Yeah.
But like that was stupid. Because the whole time, my car right here, I'm in the street battling. I'm fearing for my life. But I'm battling for trying to get 2 G's or whatever. It wasn't smart.
Right.
And I've been in a situation in Chicago, shout out to Gracie, where I'm with somebody else that don't got shit to do with Proof. Cal ain't grow up with Proof. Proof wasn't tutoring Cal. He was art sensei.
Right.
He had nothing to do with it. I'm in Chicago, same situation. A guy says a Proof line. I'm stopping the battle, cutting shit off. The people I'm with, none of these niggas know Proof or have ever met Proof in their life. At some point in time, we not about to be, you gonna watch your mouth, but we're not gonna be out here, I'm not about to be out here risking everybody's life.
Yeah. You're not gonna have that much control
and
over
him being there and having that mindset, that gets lost.
It hurt though.
Because
I
felt like they were in a death trap. I went online and went off. I remember Beasley hit me up. Like I was like, man, y'all have my niggas out there in a death trap. Fuck that shit. Like
it hurt. It hurt to be
it was
mature.
tough, man.
It hurt to be mature.
And
like,
then you gotta come home. Then you gotta come home. And the wild thing.
What was the conversation when y'all got back?
Nigga, phones was ringing when it happened. And it wasn't no live battles.
Yeah, I was at the crib.
Nigga, phones was ringing. Nigga, like, boop.
Why you
and
let
it
them
was
niggas
no
say
live,
that?
it wasn't no pay-per-view. Niggas' phones was literally ringing, bro.
Like, why you let them niggas say that?
But that's the time, like I said, I'm so glad we passed that.
But I'm getting questioned by niggas who are killers. Like, yo, why you?
They took it serious.
Why you let them niggas say that? Bro,
we out here. It ain't that.
It's not that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
these
thing-
odds weren't in our favor.
I'm glad that part.
You know what
I'm
I'm
glad
saying?
that's over with. Like that time in battle rap was like a.
But I hate that it became
a
the
trend.
go-to.
It was a trend.
Right.
It became the go-to. It was like, oh, you battling Detroit, nigga? You know how you get him off his square? Say something about Proof.
And then now you put me in a position. Now I'm looking at it like me or you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like now I got to go back here and do this or what? I got to kind of. It's a fucked up. It fucked battle rap up for us a little bit. Like you know what I mean?
For us.
And I'm gonna be real with you. That's one of the things that kind of took the fun out of it for me too, was because I took that type of shit to heart. You know what I mean? Like it was different. But then and then the crazy part about it was the like Suge had to deal with a lot of that. My guy.
Right.
Suge had to deal with a lot, but it was never. I don't think he was looking at it.
Hey,
like
before he leave, I'm sorry. Yo, to anybody out there watching and y'all don't know this guy, this is literally battle rap's, in my opinion, first superstar. Like this is the first person that I'd ever been around where people was stopping him in the mall and trying to figure out who he was. And he laid a foundation for a lot of cats when they throw their humor. When you see Charlie Clips, when you see his humor and you like it and you think, yo, that was clever. A lot of these cats, whether they were directly influenced by Swan took that style and he put that style in the forefront and in the living rooms of Americans. And it took one day for hundreds of millions of people to see this guy, not 100 views or whatever the case is. Yeah. This is one of our greats. This is one of our
first TV star.
Like first TV star.
You about to cry? You finna cry?
Yeah, man.
You finna cry? You soft ass.
Man, I just want to say. I just want to say. Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, definitely. And it's his hood. So he pulled up on us. This way he grew up.
Come pull up on me 2 streets over.
Man, what?
You know, but I mean, honestly, if I could just say something, my opinion, that's an effort that we just all did together. I think I just came in at a real good time when the shit was just popularizing, you know, and because I was just telling
you might have to speak to his mic. You got a mic on.
Why did you grab your own shirt? Why you grab your own shirt? That's wild, bro. That is stupid.
But no, I was just saying, man, you know, I think I came in at a good time, but the culture that we had established, it was just really phenomenally savage at one point. I mean, you know, I remember at one point, we literally did not have jobs, and we would make our money going to battles every day of the week. It was a battle every day of the week for between $100 and $300. Every 2 weeks, it was one for about $500 to $1,000.
Wow.
So if you were one of about 5 people who could actually rap, you actually could make a living off of this shit. And most of them are sitting here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Those are terrible days, man.
I mean, it was a point where honestly, battle rap wasn't too entertaining because not too many people could do the freestyle thing. So, and out of a group of like 20 people, it was only 2 people that was going to give you a real good show. So you'd be insane, if you had it, you'd be insane not to go scoop that money up. But that's all that to say. That's the culture that we had cultivated. So by the time we all started branching out and doing our own thing, and with 8 Mile coming out, and those type of opportunities coming to the mainstream with MTV, Marv beat me to MTV. You know what I'm saying? And
a monster battle too.
Yeah, so those type of opportunities was just happening. And by the time we started going out to competitions, far and out, we just had this ferocity that we had all just kind of cultivated together out of necessity, because that we had just made the decision that that's how we were going to spend our time, trying to iron sharpen iron. So I just appreciate all these brothers and what we did together during that time.
Swan is the reason me and Marv are partners, low key.
We're rap partners.
Rap partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anything else is understood.
Come on, my nigga.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, they the first the first spin the mic, the first 2-on-2, they wanted me and Swan. The next 2-on-2, they wanted him and Marv, and both times Swan just ain't want to do it. So we were like, well, I guess we still with each other
to do it. Yeah. We were actually gonna do it. We were actually going to do the 2-on-2s.
Oh, I remember.
I remember that. I remember you called me.
Was this when we were in West Room and we had our...
Oh, yo! Our death match? We had a death match.
We had me, Marvin, Swan. We had a fucking battle. I had to not pause myself. Yeah. We had a 3-person battle, bro. We were in a basement studio. Man, I don't know what I was about to say, but I didn't.
Listen. Look.
Yo, just like So, we're in the basement rapping. It's like a beat. It's beats just going. We battled non-stop for about an hour.
This shit got real.
We said some shit.
Shit got real.
In that room, and we walked out the room like, for real? like that was it.
How niggas feel?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only time me and Marv actually battled.
Yeah.
It was.
And y'all freestyled it the whole.
Wow. All freestyle.
And I believe Beat Your Ass was actually invented that day.
That is when that happened.
Like the Beat Your Ass shit that we do. Like we were laughing and talking shit, just saying like, yo, what if you were just in a battle with somebody and they just started talking about how they just beat your ass in high school or something, and they said it so much that people started saying like, yo, did he really beat your ass?
So crazy.
In that day, that's where that
whole shit. Wow.
Damn, man, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
This is why I love getting the history. I love getting the stories.
Love you, brother.
You know what I mean? Like,
all right, Mar.
Be careful, brother.
Salute, bro.
Man. Now that these niggas are gone. All Marv, all the time.
Yeah.
No, but okay, so but we were saying though, from there, it went on to Shotgun Suge couldn't come to Detroit.
It wouldn't have been wise. Yeah, Shotgun Suge shouldn't have come to Detroit.
Yeah, right. We didn't tell him he couldn't, but like nobody wanted him.
Did y'all find it funny that he was booked to go to Detroit?
We didn't find it. There was no comedy about it. Yeah,
I was afraid.
There was no comedy. It was
like at that time, because there's niggas that don't have nothing to do with rap, and they love that man. Period.
Yeah, for sure.
And your words
hurt them.
Yeah. It's like, yo, and then there's some people that just want to prove how much they love somebody. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
And
Yeah.
It was like when they did that video where they were saying like they were gonna come to Detroit. I was watching it and I'm like, don't do that. Don't come here.
But see, but what people didn't take account for is that Suge was a kid. He was a fucking child.
He was a kid.
Nobody thought about that.
And
just because he was so big, and, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, this grown ass man know what he doing. He didn't know.
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't know.
Because we had a conversation directly after that. I'll never, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And it was just like, I didn't know what I was saying. And it's just like, well, my nigga, you gotta wear that.
Yeah.
You gotta wear that.
So my stance at the time was like, I didn't, like, of course, like, I don't, like, I see Suge.
From what I understand, it was calls put out and all that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
But my stance at the
He
time
was a kid,
was at the time, and again, me and Suge got a good relationship now, or what have you.
Right.
Was I didn't agree with rappers saying stuff on one stage that they wouldn't say on another stage. I don't care about anything else. I know that I'm not going to your hometown and talking about your hometown hero by name and getting up out of there.
Right. So don't do it when you in your hometown.
Yeah, I'm just not going, like, and like those things, I think those are like when they say battle rap is no hold barred, I think the rules come into just do it everywhere.
Yeah, be across the board.
Yeah. Like, I think that's
be
why.
the same person every place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what.
I live by that.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
I've always given Arsenal credit.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
that nigga still put on the show.
because it was like, bro, you are going to come here and get something that isn't meant for you. Just to
And to this day, it's an angle that people still try to use against him.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like I have the utmost respect for you because I've seen those doors get locked on people. Like,
and the wild thing is, like, you had people like, including Cal, myself, Marv. Like, I remember saying, whether he heard me or not, yo, don't go out down that way.
Yeah.
Y'all go out that way.
Because the wolves are right there.
Don't go out that way.
Right. Wolves are right there.
Because regardless, and that's in the heat of it. Like, a lot of people look at that and they say, like, when all that happened, that we were looking to do something or looking to hurt somebody or looking for something. At the end of the day, like, the disrespect was there. But it's like, once you realize that he didn't know or understand the magnitude of who he was talking about and what it meant.
Right.
And he did reach out.
Mm-hmm. And apologize.
Yeah, he reached out. He reached out. Like, he reached out.
I don't want to take credit.
Yeah. But
you know, everything always comes back to me.
But he reached out. What I mean is, from an individual standpoint.
You facilitated that? You told him?
I told him in the battle. I was like, yo, you could have just apologized, my nigga.
You got it over with.
You got your people's put in all types of danger.
He was a kid.
Remember, that's what I said. A shotgun does the most damage when he's close to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that, you know.
Yeah,
and
so
after that,
it was just learning
he apologized.
and just
he apologized.
Just figuring it out. Like, and
publicly, he apologized after that.
Yeah. And it wasn't, and it was really just like, you understood. Like, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it was cool to this day.
Nah, it's not. It's never cool.
But you're like, yo, you were ignorant. So it's also our job, being people that came up in this shit. It's also our job to show patience and understand that, yo, you grew. If Suge did that shit again, he's never did it again.
Right.
A lot of times people forget the first one. I always tell people, yo, man, the first one on the house.
Right.
You got the first one. Mm-hmm. The first one on the house, to an extent. You're not going to touch me. But the first one on the house, the next one you got to pay for. So in that regard, and not a pay from like a repercussion, if Suge would have kept that method of battle rapping, he wouldn't be where he is today.
Right.
Like, he learned from it. And that's it, man. Like, and all these clowns running around doing this fuck shit.
Would you still be comfortable with him coming out here to battle?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be comfortable in a mindset of, unless we took it upon ourselves to make sure he was cool.
I feel like he good. I feel like he.
But I don't know, bro.
Just because we don't know, I get that. I get that. I get you there. But I feel like he made the right. But see, the thing that people don't understand is, and this is not like I said, Suge a real dude. He talked to the right people. which anybody should have did. He talked to the.
But you never know.
Yeah.
But we don't know
who didn't get the memo.
It's people close.
You know what I mean?
It's people close
I
to
get
us.
that.
I did an interview with
get it.
Canava from D12. Me and him was chopping it up, and he didn't know that Marv and Pat Stay were cool.
Oh wow.
Like he was like, yeah, man, you know who? And he was just talking about his favorite battlers. You were one of them. I asked him for his top 5.
Oh, that's what's up. Sweet.
And he mentioned Pat Stay, and the question was outside of Detroit. He's like, man, and you know, one guy, man, you know, Pat Stay, man, that stuff with Marv, man, I don't know, but, and I'm like, no, they squashed that. That's cool. He's like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's somebody, and so that's what I'm worried about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Or there's somebody who doesn't care.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah,
that too.
who,
You know what I'm
who
saying?
like, man, fuck them rap niggas.
Yeah, fuck
like,
them rap niggas.
Yeah.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm